Okay, so I haven't made a video in quite a while. Just been a lot going on, just working tirelessly. So here's the update on the 34 International pickup truck. Not much has changed. Engine that we bought from the 1950 International has been stripped down. More parts there. Has been stripped down, only to find out in the cylinders that it's got to be bored. There's a couple scratches inside of it, and now we're looking at seeing how much to sleeve it, because it could cost quite a bit of money to get that bored. That, or my partner has said and suggested that he's had enough and would like to sell it as a complete thing. Of course, it won't be finished, but money wise, it's a lot to put in. He's already put in a lot of time and effort to get it to this point, really, to tear it down and fix the issues that needs to be fixed. So there's the roof of the truck. So he's thinking about it. He's not sure. Money's been tight. He's looking at possibly selling it. He's not too sure, but to sleeve it would be a lot cheaper than to get the cylinders bored out. So yeah, that's the latest update on the 34 International. As for my own personal use for model kits, here we go. So here's the Tyrone Malone model kit. I'm going to take you upstairs real quick and show you what's going on there. So let's do that. Be right back. Okay, so we're upstairs in the model kit room. This is the latest update on my original Tyrone Malone kit. This frame is twisted as hell. I know there's ways to straighten them, whatever, but I couldn't get the front wheels underneath the cab, so I took out the engine. It still wouldn't sit flush. That popped off one of the braces for the cab to sit on or whatever. So I'll take the engine out. There it is there. Figured that would solve the problem. It didn't. I had a hell of a hard time trying to get the interior in and staying put, and then putting it on the frame, and it was like all which way, and I'm like, it's not working. As you can see here, it looks like a train track. Like, it bows out. It's like straight here, and then it bows. So like, it's not working. It's definitely not working. So I figured the next big thing is we'll take the engine out, we'll glue the cab on top of the frame, and see if that solves any issues. Well, it didn't. The wheels still couldn't fit under there. So I figured I'll shorten the axle and we'll tuck it up in there. Well, I'm not very good at modifying anything. Like, I'm amateurish when it comes to model kit building. At best, I can paint, I can do some things, but modifying stuff to make it fit or cutting things up and customizing things, that's just not me. I can't do it. It's just way out of my league. So I decided to buy another Tyrone Malone kit. And this is my plan. So these were wheels and tires from the Peterbilt Pacemaker cab over, which I wanted to use on this. Like, I wasn't going to build the hauler. I just wanted a nice long frame with the diamond plate in the frame, and it was going to be, if I can sort of do it like this. So it was going to be, sorry, trying to do this with one hand. So this was going to be glued down, and then take these diamond plates and one by one fill it in, and then use the fifth wheel near the back with the lowboy trailer. Now this was all part of my plan before I started this build. That's what I was going to do. Unfortunately, because the frame is all twisted and screwed up and whatnot, didn't happen. So I'm like, okay, it's not working. Let's try this again with another kit, another Tyrone Malone kit, and we'll take our time. We're not going to rush it this time. So I just paint. If you've seen just a few minutes ago, I painted the new cab silver, and it's going to get the same paint as this, but it's going to have the visor this time. Putting the visor on after paint was not a good idea. It was smearing all over the place. So that's that. Now I plan to take these tires off and put them on the new kit because I don't want to use those tires from the kit. And I started thinking about this about 10-15 minutes ago before I started recording. I screwed up my Peterbilt. I wanted to extend the frame, right? I chopped it, did whatever, and I kind of did the same thing. I bought another pacemaker, I built it properly, and it's finished. So now I have the original pacemaker from the first kit, and I started thinking, well, let's see if the cab will fit this frame. And it sort of does. It sort of does. I mean, the cab mount right there, it's a little far, and the frame sticks out just a little bit. But my plan is, if I can somehow, and I don't know actually if this actually will work. I'll take the engine there. So I put it down there. Okay, so the engine kind of works. There's the exhaust. I was worried about the engine sticking too much that I wouldn't be able to fit the cab down. Now that's an interesting possibility, because if I could put the cab on here with this engine, with the bumper, I'm not sure about the push bar or the moose bar or whatever you want to call it. I haven't decided on that. I think I might use this for a different kit, the Alaskan hauler kit. But if this all fits, and if I can get the wheels to fit underneath there, right, I'm going to use the wheels and tires from that kit, put them on this frame without hopefully damaging a lot of things. And I'm going to build the hauler with a Peterbilt cab. I don't know if I've seen it. I know you can put these kits on other frames, but if this cab fits and things line up, I'll build the hauler, and I'm going to turn it into a Coke delivery truck. I do have a Ford Pinto Coke car. I could possibly put on that hauler and then have the Coke machine sitting behind it. So there's an idea. But as far as right now goes, I bought a new Tyrone Malone kit, or my partner bought one for me so I can redo everything. He's going to build the frame for me, hopefully, and we're going to start fresh. Put those wheels on the new kit, put those wheels on this frame, and go from there. Now, I don't plan to build this Peterbilt on this frame quite yet, because I don't know what my issues are going to be. I first want to build a new one, because there's a show we're going to in Estevan, Saskatchewan in October after Thanksgiving, and I want this version, not this version, the new version, to be ready for that show in October. I don't have a lot of time, so I want to try and get it done as quickly as I can, because I have a Peterbilt cab over, I have the Mack cab over, I have the International cab over, And the only one I was really missing was the Kenworth. And now I've got the Kenworth and I screwed it up, so now we're starting fresh all over again. So those are the two updates. The International pickup truck in the garage may or may not be up for sale. Everything would go with it. You would just have to put it all together, basically. We're not sure if he's going to spend the money on sleeving it or what the plan is. And as for myself, with my own hobby, that's kind of the update that I have on my model kit. Now I want to finish getting this trailer up and running, because my plan was to put this truck, this Kenworth, on this frame with this trailer. Now since I got this kit, it's going to go with this. I don't know what this cab is going to do. I may use this as a donor for something. I'm not too sure. Like, I don't know how to build frames myself, so I don't know. This could be more of a scrap sort of thing, like practicing airbrushing if I choose to buy one. But I have lots of spare parts, and I have trailers that I have to build. I built that garbage truck. It was actually not too bad. And then I have all these kits. Well, some of these are already built. The 67, the Fleetmaster, the International Lone Star I have to build. Then there's the London bus, that's his, this is his, and the rest is mine. So, there's a lot to do. I have the GMC and the Ford Ranger plow. I have the big rig, the Ford truck plow kit, big rig. There's just a lot to do. And recent marketplace pickup, I got the Smoking the Bandit 2 trailer. Not the correct one, because the correct one is lower, which I think might work with the Allied one, because I think the Allied one is lower, which would be ideal. And I got this on marketplace as well with the trailer, the GMC General, which was in the second film. So these two will go together because I bought them from the same person. And yeah, so I didn't mind the second film. A lot of people say they weren't a fan of it. I enjoyed it for one reason: the big crashing in the desert. That was my big thing. I play that scene multiple times. But again, everybody loves the Kenworth, but the General, yes. This will go with this, this probably will go with the Allied moving trailer because it is the correct trailer. And I do have the decals for this. And I got this for only $60 on Marketplace because the person who had this wanted to get rid of it, and he didn't really know the value of things. So here are the decals, which are surprisingly in really nice condition. Like, I'd almost say they're like stickers, but nothing's missing. Everything is there. And even with the General, sorry, I'm kind of doing this one-handed here. Hang on, 1 second. Okay, so yeah, so this truck will probably go with the Allied trailer, but I'm going to use the decals from this to put it on there. I have to make a door though, because the Allied trailer over there is missing a door. And some other kits that are coming. Yes, I'm a big ICP fan, and I'm from Newfoundland, but I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So that's the update on my progress of my hobby. Don't know what else to say. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get this done as quickly as I can, but a better version. The new kit of the Tyrone is going to be painted the same color, but with the visor I'm not going to screw up the windows like I did with this one. I'm hopefully not going to screw up the frame. And yeah, so that's the update. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that BS that everybody says on YouTube, and I will try and get more videos out. Just work's been hectic. I'm up at 5:30, or I'm up at 4 a.m. to get ready for work by 5. My shift starts at 5:30. I'm done by 2, and then I just want to sleep or rest. Sorry. So weekends are usually what I try to do, unless we go out somewhere. So yeah, that's the update. We'll see you soon, hopefully.